Hello, welcome back to L-Innovate. Today I want to speak specifically to those of you who have indicated to me that you want to transition from full-time employment to starting your own business, becoming entrepreneurs, but are unsure what you do next, how to go about doing that while still enjoying the confines of a salary. So I have 5 steps for you to consider implementing. Number one, double check your employment contract for 2 things. Check that there's no clause within it that prevents you from starting your own commercial venture. Also check that there's no non-compete clause. Let me explain. Let's say, for example, you work for a fintech company or a edtech company. There might be something within your contract that stops you from developing an app in that area, okay? Or let's say, for example, you work for a training company. There might be a clause that stops you from starting your own training company while you're still fully employed, or poaching people from that business. So check that, because you don't want any problems, and I don't want any problems for you. Okay? Number two, the business name that you want to use, check that it's available. For example, XYZ Limited. If you're in the United Kingdom, you can check on Companies House. If you're elsewhere in the world, then check with the relevant regulatory body. Number three, check that the domain name is available. So xyz.com, xyz.org, xyz.co.uk, and so on and so forth. Why? Because you want your business to look professional. So you want the names to be consistent across all the brands, across all your emails and all of that. And then also be sure that you actually own the domain yourself, that you purchased it and is in your ownership. For example, if you outsource the building of your website to a third party and they themselves are the ones that buy the domain, then technically they own that until they've transferred it into your own ownership. So be sure to get that done from day one, because if you leave that and then maybe later on there's a disagreement and you want the name transferred to you, it can cost you quite a lot of money in both time and money. Okay? And number four, protect your intellectual property. Let's say, for example, you are an artist, a poet, a musician. Copyright your art. If you have a distinct trademark, distinct design, you want to have that trademarked. If you have devised a new packaging solution, a new mechanical device, you want to be sure that you have applied for a patent. Now, having your IP in place does not mean that people won't try to copy your work. It just means that if someone infringes on your IP, you have a legal remedy. It also means that you have a mechanism to earn from your IP. For example, if you enter into a negotiation with a potential partner, you can then have a fee structure where you earn fees from your intellectual property, you earn royalties from your intellectual property. And the final one is a bank account. Make sure you start the process as soon as possible, because these days the banks are more pedantic when it comes to KYC, that is, know your customers. So you want to start the process as soon as possible, because for some contracts, the corporations will want to see that you have an existing bank account opened. Those are the 5 main things. I hope you found that useful. If I've missed anything out, please let me know. If you are in the process of going through these different steps, let me know how that's getting on. Thanks for watching and good luck with starting your business side hustle.